Selena. They'll throw your life away.
Don't worry, honey. I got 9 of them.
Hold up.
Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdouts Newsstand, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the new Batman trailer. Now, I know I am a little bit behind on this, and stuff on YouTube is relatively topical and moves on day to day, but I still want to talk about this because it looks phenomenal. It looks very much so right out of year one, and I am really excited for this movie. It's definitely my most anticipated movie of 2022, and that's not saying a lot because I really haven't heard a lot of great announcements besides maybe The Flash, but this looks very much so like a lot of really great combinations of stories we've read in the past. And, you know, terrible plug here, but I am going to be reviewing them with a guest each week, starting next week with Ego with Joe Coralla. And I also am going to be reviewing Year One, Earth One, and Year Zero, because I see each one of these properties in a different way in these stories. Ego obviously is a little different because it is basically Bruce Wayne versus Batman, right? And what happens and what the city takes from him. So it's a little bit later of a Batman, and you can tell by this trailer, the previous trailers, that all of these are a newer, more fresh Batman. So definitely right out of Frank Miller's Year One, even down to some of the costumes that Selena is wearing within this trailer are panel for panel out of that book. I am so impressed. For a very long time on this channel, I've said we need a detective Batman. There are a lot of really great gadgets and things you can use. Wonderful. We need the detective side returned. And this looks like that with a horror aspect added in. So I want to go through it. I'm really excited for it. And I think it's going to be probably a lot of people's most highly anticipated movie of the year. And I think it's going to do great. But of course, if you enjoy this type of content, hit subscribe rather. I make content every single day. Hit like, leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about this trailer. And it opens up, and I'm not going to rehash stuff we've already seen, but we get to see definitely that muscle car of a Batmobile again. And if, standing true to form, a new Batman, it is absolutely needing to be something new. He's still working things out, right? Takes a couple years to get your footing, and that this car, I really like it. So there is a fan theory going around when it comes to this character, Bella Real. Now, I will have a little bit of tea towards the end. If you don't want to be spoiled, I will warn you. But the fan theory for Bella Real is that she is going to be leading more into the second movie, and she is actually Talia al Ghul. Now, I have not been able to find any real definitive answers to that, so I don't think that is much to go by, but I do know that there are some other stuff that I want to share. We'll get to that, right? So we have her talking, and it does look like she's more of a grassroots candidate, and it does look like what we are getting is very similar to if you read Jeff Johns' Earth One. They did a storyline where the grandfather on the paternal side of the Wayne's family, she's in Arkham, right? And the grandfather is around. His mother committed suicide. There is a lot of madness within that family. And it does look like we are going to be looking at the mental health side of what Batman would be. And then that's why I really want to look at Ego, because that takes a look at the mental health side. And of course, Darwin Cook, Selena Kyle in this looks literally like a Darwin Cook, Selena Kyle. So I want to take a look at that. But I absolutely love the way they are doing this. Now, I want to talk about Alfred, because from my understanding, it does seem like Alfred, again, going back to that Earth One storyline, is going to be more of a badass Alfred. I love Alfred. I miss Alfred in the main continuity line. He is the idealistic father figure, and I'm hoping that whatever trust is broken here, because clearly there is going to be trust broken, that maybe it can be repaired. I like Andy Serkis. I think he's a phenomenal actor. So I am hoping that, this actor continues. But we do see a shot that we have seen previously talking about the sins of the father. And here's where I am going to tell you to click away. All right? Spoilers. From my understanding, the Riddler is going to be Thomas' illegitimate son. Now, they are also going to know each other from childhood, along with Selina Kyle. So, we're going to take a look at another picture. And this is actually at the orphanage where where Edward is living. And he is kind of at the point where he's like, I am done. I don't care. Look at Bruce Wayne. Look at everything he got. And look what I got. I got to live in an orphanage. So that, from my understanding, is the sins of the father. So I want to emphasize one more thing about Selina that I forgot to, is the line where she says, I have a thing about strays. I really like that they're leaning into that, because I love the dichotomy of basically Selina, going in and getting those strays. That is a maternal thing. And I don't like when people don't lean into that. That is a very feminine thing. And her looking at it, strays, because she's Catwoman, is a very maternal instinct inside of her. And you can see everything about Zoe Kravitz Catwoman is extremely feminine, is extremely well thought out. And there was an article a while back where she said she wanted a fully fledged character and not really just this fetishized villain. And we're seeing that. This is proving that we are getting, for maybe the first time besides Michelle Pfeiffer, an actual great Selina Kyle. And that's nothing against, some of the others that have played Selina, but this looks like kind of the superior Selina Kyle. And I'm really excited about that. I love Paul Dano's voice in this. I think it is extremely creepy. I think it is extremely fun. And really, honestly, the way they make Gotham look is nearly exactly out of Arkham. If you've played the games, this is almost the exact same skyline. It is beautiful. Down to a T. I am so excited for this movie. I also did find out that this character here, the reason why he's taped up like this is because his face is going to, when the movie opens up, it's going to be eaten by rats. So be prepared. It should be fun. If I find out any other spoilers, I will pass them along, because I think they're fun, because you never actually know if they're coming true or if they are from a good source. But I think they're fun to talk about. And I think this trailer proves that this movie is going to be a lot of fun, a little scary, and a little bit on the everything is not perfect side. We are going to see a more twisted version, just like in the Telltale games, of the Waynes. This is not going to be your idealistic billionaire parents. This is going to be something much darker. And we've yet to see that in live action. Now, if you believe the Mother and Joker, they did it a little bit, right? But we're going to see this fully fledged out. And that is going to be yet another shadow over Bruce Wayne's shoulders. So I'm curious to see how that's going to go. I'm curious to see how this entire thing's going to go. And I think this trailer is quite possibly the best one yet. There's no way to outdo this. There really isn't, in my opinion, just because I'm such a huge Catwoman fan. So anyways, let me know down below what you guys thought of this trailer. If you are hyped, if you hate it, I want to know. Let me know. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.